Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Here we are, halfway through the month at April 15th. Today's reflection is titled Colors of the Wind. It was inspired by a quote from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, once again, this time from a poem called Kéramos. This is our second Longfellow-inspired reflection, so I won't be going too far into his introduction. March 6th reflection was our first. That one was titled, You Will Be With Them Again Soon. So if you'd like to learn a bit more about him and listen to that reflection, if you have not already, head back in time to March 6th and give it a listen. Kéramos is a narrative poem that basically is celebrating the art of pottery and the sort of eternal nature of human creativity, which seems to know no bounds. The title is ancient Greek, and it means, as far as I could find, because I don't know ancient Greek, potter's clay or earthenware or pottery. And the poem follows a potter who turns clay to art, and here is the quote. Art is the child of nature, yes, her darling child, in whom we trace the features of the mother's face, her aspect and her attitude. All her majestic loveliness, chastened and softened and subdued into a more attractive grace, and with a human sense imbued. All right, and here is my reflection. Stand at the edge of land and look out at the seemingly endless sea, and you will feel a shiver down your back and lose your words. Look up from the valley at the surrounding mountains, each of them splashed silver by sunlight, speckled with trees and snow at their caps, and you will know awe at their majesty, silenced once again. A meadow of wildflowers, filled with bees and butterflies, flowers of white and yellow, pink and purple, the way the light catches their petals as they sway gentle in the wind. Peace will fill your soul. Study Van Gogh's wheat field with cypresses. Lose yourself in the clouds. Feel the wind as it cuts through the wheat and those giant evergreens. Close your eyes and you are there. Pull up a stool, cast your eyes on Monet's water lilies, and feel the stress melt away from your shoulders, the noise of the world tuning out. Peace. Stand still as you contemplate your past and your future, as you attempt to understand your place in this world and your life's path that brought you here to this moment. You'll know the figure in Caspar David Friedrich's Wanderer above the Sea of Fog, perhaps as well as you know yourself. Is it any surprise some of the greatest paintings are interpretations of nature? We see beauty in the natural world and we are compelled by something mysterious within ourselves to replicate it. We hear the sound of water by a creek or the sea and create music to bring us to tears or stir us into action in the same way. The wind moves through the trees, speaking to us like ghosts, and all we can do, in a vain attempt to translate its ancient language, is write poetry in answer. The beauty of true art is that it comes from humans, and the beauty of humans is that we come from nature. Find art in nature, and then make some for yourself. And there ends today's reflection. So I only named 3 paintings in that reflection, and if you are not familiar with them, look them up. I think they're great. But there are so many different paintings or works of art, and, we could be talking about literature, poetry, music, sculptures, pottery. It can be anything that comes from a human that was probably in some way, shape, or form inspired by nature and speaks to the soul. And it is just one of the, I think, defining features of what it means to be human is the fact that we can look at the world around us, feel something, and then be compelled to create something of our own, pushing it out into the universe, something that was never there before we had that experience, brought on by nature, who, yes, we come from, but also something that we are a part of, and we can't forget that. So thanks to Longfellow for helping to remind us of that, and now it's time for your reflection question. So ask yourself the following. When did I last find art in nature? When did I last create art myself? And I will just say creating art can feel intimidating, but you have to just do it. And you have to put aside the notion that it has to be quote-unquote good or perfect. That is all nonsense. By whose standards? Who gets to decide that? No one. People might think they do, but it's art. The point of it is to put something out there, something that was in you. So don't feel intimidated by it. Don't feel pressure to make it quote-unquote good or beautiful. Just make something. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be. All right, that's it for today, April 15th. I'll be back tomorrow, April 16th, with another reflection. Have a good one, and take care.